Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Stratomatic baseball. Card and dice makes everything nice. Continuing with our 1976 Bicentennial tournament, we have reached the American League East Regional Final between the Cleveland Indians and New York Yankees. Best out of three. Yankees have home field advantage. Games 1 and 3, New York. Game 2, Cleveland. Game 3, obviously, if necessary. The Cleveland Indians finished 81 and 78, fourth in the American League East in 1976. The New York Yankees, 97 and 62. They won the American League East, would go on to capture the American League Championship, then lose to the Cincinnati Reds in the World Series, being swept by the Big Red Machine. Let's get to the starting lineups for the Cleveland Indians. Pat Dobson, the number 2 starter for the Indians, will be up on the mound. 16 and 12, 3.48 ERA, gave up 13 home runs, walked 65, struck out 117. Leading off in center field, Rick Manning. Batting second, playing second base, Larvell Blanks. Playing first, batting third, Rico Cardi. The cleanup hitter, left fielder, George Hendrick. Batting fifth, playing third base for the Indians, Buddy Bell. The DH, batting sixth, player manager Frank Robinson. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Ray Fosse. In right field, batting eighth, Charlie Spikes. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Frank Duffy. For the New York Yankees, the number 3 starter on the mound, Ken Holtzman. He's a left-handed hurler. Leading off, Mick the Quick, Mickey Rivers in center field. Batting second, playing second, Willie Randolph. The Yankee captain and catcher, Thurman Munson, bats third. Cleanup hitter, first baseman, Chris Chambliss. Batting fifth, left fielder, Roy White. Playing third, batting sixth, Greg Nettles. The designated hitter, batting seventh, Sweet Lou Piniella. In right field, batting eighth, Oscar Gamble. Rounding out the New York Yankees lineup for 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, Game 1 of the East Region Final, the shortstop, Fred Stanley. Ken Holtzman in 1976. 14 and 11, 3.65 ERA, allowed 18 homers, walked 70, struck out 66. So he has some control issues. All right. Holtzman out on the mound for his warm-up tosses. Holtzman will face Manning, Blanks, and Cardi for the Indians in the top of the first. Holtzman, point of weakness check, starts in the 8th inning for Dobson in the 7th inning. Holtzman is a -1 hold. 2 E18 on the mound. Munson behind the plate is a 1 -2 E3 T1 through 9. So stealing wise, that's -3 off any attempted stolen base. I don't do the extra hold, as you know, unless you're watching for the first time. I play advanced my way with a small spattering, a super advanced when it comes to stealing. And again, I do it my way. Pat Dobson is god-awful when it comes to hold, +5. Fosse's a 0, so it's a +5. They're going to be, if the Yankees get on, they'll be running all day and night on Pat Dobson. So here we go to start off the game. Let's just put this over here. Holtzman, the lefty, to face Rick Manning, the lefty. Munson sets the target. Game 1 of best-of-3 East Regional Final on its way. The pitch. Holtzman deals Manning a 2-6 left-handed pitcher. 2-6 single to center. So right away, the Indians jump on Ken Holtzman. Single to center for Manning. Manning is a B stealer, so just to give you an example, 1 through 13, but you have to -3, so it's 1 through 10. Manning's not going to go anywhere. Manning's at first. Second baseman Larvell Blank steps to the plate. He's going to bunt. They will play for the bunt. He goes from an A bunter to a B bunter, as they're going to try to move Manning into scoring position. He squares the bunt. That's a 4. That's going to get the job done. Blanks bunts towards third. Nettles charges. His only play is to first. 1 out. Advancing to second is Rick Manning. So that is a sack bunt. 5-3. Chambliss was able to get back to the bag to cover it. 1 out. The speedy Rick Manning at second. Rico Carty not DHing. He's playing first because we want to keep his bat in the lineup and get Frank Robinson's bat in the lineup against the left-handed pitching Holtzman. Holtzman is ready. The pitch to Rico Carty. Off the Carty card, that's going to be a 2-9 left-handed pitcher. 2-9. Holtzman comes in tight. Popped up left side. Fred Stanley, the chicken man, will make the catch. 2 outs. Manning will be off on contact. That's a +2 runner with 2 outs. 1 through 18 when advancing on the base paths. Philip Reynolds, how you doing? He's joined us here at the ballpark. So with 2 outs, the Indians look for a clutch hit from George Hendrick, the left fielder. Hendrick digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Holtzman to Hendrick. Off the Holtzman card, 4-10. Right-handed batter, 4-10. Fooled by the breaking pitch. Sky high to left, but shallow left. Coming in is Roy White. He makes the catch. Manning is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the first here in the Bronx. No score of the American League East Region Final. Best out of 3. So Holtzman strands Manning at second. Here's Pat Dobson, right-handed hurler for the Indians, taking the mound. He'll have to keep the speedsters for the Yankees off the base paths. You have tremendous stealing here. You have Rivers AA, Randolph AA, White is an A. You want to keep those folks off the base paths. So Pat Dobson will face Mick the Quick, left-hand batting center fielder Mickey Rivers. Fosse goes through the signs. Dobson deals to Mickey Rivers. Off the Rivers card, right-handed pitcher, 2-10. So a 2-10 ground ball to third. Buddy Bell is up with it. He'll throw to Rico Carty. The speedy Mickey Rivers retired 5-3. 1 out for the Yankees, bottom of the first. That will bring up right-hand batting second baseman Willie Randolph. Dobson kicks and deals to Randolph. 5-4 off the Dobson card, right-handed batter, a 5-4. Ground ball to third. Buddy Bell is a 2E21. 7. That's going to go to the error check on the E21. That is an 11. I believe he'll make the play on the E21 rating. He does. Backhanded stop by Buddy Bell. Strong throw across the diamond to Carty. Buddy Bell fielding the hot corner quite well. 2 down. 2 balls hit to Buddy Bell. 2 outs. Base is empty for the Yankee captain and catcher, Thurman Munson. Dobson looks in. He has the sign. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. 2-5. 2-5. Double to left. 2-out double by Munson. Keeps the inning alive. Munson in scoring position with 2 outs, a +2 runner, as no one gets held on in second in reality, no matter what anyone says. So he'll be a 1-14. Chris Chambliss steps to the plate, trying to give the Yankees a lead here with some 2-out magic. To Sukyun. That sounds not right. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. 007 says, "Hi, Al. How you doing?" I'm doing well. Hope all is well with you. So here's Chambliss, left-handed batter. Fosse goes through the signs. Dobson to Chambliss. 2 outs. Munson will be off on contact. 2-6. 2-6. Hard hit ball to first. Carty has it. He'll toss to Dobson. Covering the bag. The side is retired. Scoring at home 3-1. The Yankees strand a runner at second. Munson. We go to the top of the second. No score here in the Bronx. American League East Region Final of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, best of 3. Game 1 is so important. You win Game 1, you're 1 win away from the East Region Championship. You lose Game 1, you're 1 win away of being eliminated from the East Region Championship and out of the tournament. All righty, we go to the top of the second. Holtzman's taking his warm-up tosses. Holtzman will face Bell, Robinson, Fosse. If anyone gets on, the right fielder spikes. To Sunken 007, staying warm here in New York City as we got hit with all snow. Oh, wow. It's very cold here in Massachusetts, where I am, in the western part of the state. No snow yet, which I'm happy about. Here's Buddy Bell. Right-handed stick to face the left-handed hurling Ken Holtzman, former Cub, former A's. Holtzman to Bell to start off the top of the second. Off the Holtzman card, 5-5, right-handed batter. A 5-5, hard hit ball to short. Fred Chicken Stanley's up with it. Throws to Chambliss, 1 down. 1 out here in the top of the second. Manager, player, manager, however you'd like to say it. The DH, Frank Robinson, strides to the plate. Holtzman to Robinson. Off the Robinson card, 2-3. What will it be? 2-3, single to center. So Frank Robinson singles to center. He's definitely not a threat to steal. They will not hold him on. Mark Jones has joined us. As he says, my tribe is still alive. Yes, they are. This is the American League East Region Final for the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Once we complete the American League East, I believe we'll go to the American League West, and then to the National League East, and then to the National League West to get our final 4 teams and go from there. So we get a flavor and a taste of all the teams in the 1976 set by Stratomatic. Hopefully you're enjoying this. I am. So runner at first. 1 out is Robinson's at first. He's very slow of foot. Ray Fosse steps to the plate. This is an excellent double play combination here, possibly, with Fosse at the plate, Robinson at first. Holtzman looks in. Munson gives Holtzman the sign. The pitch to Ray Fosse, right-hand batting catcher for the Indians. 3-3. Left-handed pitcher, 3-3. There's the double play ball. Hard hit ball to second. Randolph pivots, throws to Stanley. He comes across the bag on to Chambliss for 6-3, inning over. Just what the Yankee doctor ordered, to the joy of the fans here in the Bronx. We go to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Yankees, White, Nettles, Piniella. If anyone gets on, Oscar Gamble. Sports Time Machine has joined us. Hope all is well. Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. Cutter Historicals here. Check out and subscribe to that channel, as he has put in the chat what's going on with his channel. He's got some replay baseball, time travel tennis, and much, much more. Cutter Historical says, not much snow here where he is in Canada, but it's cold. Pat Dobson back to the mound for the Indians. He completes his warm-up tosses. Indians throw the ball around. It's back to Dobson now. Roy White, switch-hitting left fielder, steps to the box. Left-handed box against the right-handed hurling Dobson. The windup in the pitch from Dobson to Roy White. Off the White card, right-handed pitcher, 2-7. A 2 and a 7 is a ground ball to Carty. Carty, an aging wonder at first, tosses the ball to Dobson, covering the bag. White is retired, 3-1. Dobson getting a workout, running over to first. 1 out for the left-hand batting third baseman, Greg Nettles. Nettles has pop, 32 homers in 1976. I believe that led the league in the American League, at least. Yeah, 32 homers. I think that was I think that led the league in 76. The AL. Dobson to Nettles, 1 out, no one on. 2-6, a 2 and a 6, fly ball to center field. Going back a bit is Manning. He's there, 2 away. 2 up, 2 down for the designated hitter. Right-hand batting, Sweet Lou Piniella. On deck, Oscar Gamble. Here's the pitch to Piniella from Pat Dobson. Dobson hurls in a 6-7 off the Dobson card, right-handed batter. So you go 6-7, ground ball to second. Larvell Blanks is a 3E29. That's a 3, and I can tell you that's a base hit. Single past the dive of Blanks into right field. 2 out single by Piniella. He is slow of foot when it comes to stealing. He's going nowhere. They will not hold him on, but with 2 outs, he will be a +2 runner. So that will be 1 through 13 instead of 1 through 11. Oscar Gamble steps to the plate. Left-hand batting right fielder. Yankees again looking for a little 2-out magic. Dobson looking to douse that magic with water. Dobson looks to first. Bluffing behind Piniella is Carty. Crowd gets a laugh from that. Carty back to his spot now. Here's the pitch, homeward bound to Oscar Gamble. 3-8, right-handed pitcher off the Gamble card. 3-8, jammed him, popped up, right side. Larvell Blanks waiting for it to come down. Blanks will make the catch. The 2-out single doesn't hurt. We go to the top of the third, no score here in the Bronx, New York, at Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built. Due up for the Indians in the top of the third. Spikes, Duffy, then the top of the order, Rick Manning. The lefty Ken Holtzman back to the mound for the Yankees. Holtzman to the right-hand batting Spikes to start off the top of the third. 1-9, a 1-9 fly ball to right. Gamble makes the catch. Spikes is retired. He flies out to his counterpart. 1 down, top of 3. Number 9 batter, the shortstop, Frank Duffy. Munson goes through the signs. Ken Holtzman nods his head. He kicks and deals to Frank Duffy. The lefty hurls in 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. Right-handed batter, 6-6. Ground ball to first. Chambliss is up with it. He'll win the foot race to the bag for out number 2. 2 down, top of the order, Rick Manning. Manning is 1 for 1. He singled. Reached second on the sac bunt by Blanks. Blanks on deck. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Manning from Ken Holtzman. Off the Manning card, 1-7. 1-7. Fly ball driven to center, but it's going to die on the warning track. Rivers makes the catch. Manning is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians. We go to the bottom of the third. No score here at Yankee Stadium. Game 1, best of 3, American League East Region Final 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, where dreams can still come true. So Pat Dobson will look to match the goose egg by Holtzman and the Yankees in the top of the inning, here in the bottom of the third. Dobson will face Fred Chicken Stanley, then the top of the order, Rivers, Randolph, and you want to keep those folks off the base paths. Fred Chicken Stanley digs into the right-hander's batter's box. The windup and the pitch from Dobson. Off the Dobson card, right-handed batter, 5-7. So you have a 5-7 single to right. A little late on the fastball is Stanley, but on the 5-7, he still is able to knock it to right for a base hit. Stanley at first. Rivers coming to the plate. He is an A bunter. Billy's going to play a little small ball here. He's going to bunt. So we'll go to a B bunter. That's an 8. Oh, boy. It's a bunt charged by the slow-footed Rico Cardi. Thinks about going to second. Turns, throws the ball to Blanks, covering the bag on the wheel play for out number 1. Advancing to second is Fred Stanley. Scoring position after the bunt by Mickey Rivers. 3-4 on the wheel play. 1 out. Willie Randolph will look to do some damage on deck. Thurman Munson. Munson doubled in his first at-bat. Dobson pays no attention to Stanley at second. The pitch to Willie Randolph. 0 for 1. He grounded out. Off the Randolph card, right-handed pitcher, 3-10. 3-10 is a walk. Randolph reaches for the first time. First and second. 1 out. Munson steps to the plate. Double play will get the Indians out of this mess. Munson doubled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. 5-5. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Spikes makes the catch, fires it back in, holding at second is Fred Chicken Stanley. So again, that was a 5-5. That's a fly out to right. 2 down. It will be up to the first baseman, Chris Chambliss, who's 0 for 1, to have a little magic in that bat. 2 outs, 2 on. Chambliss digs into the left-hander's batter's box. No score here in the bottom of the third. Game 1, best of 3, American League East Region Final 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Dobson takes a breath, arms down to his chest. The pitch homeward bound to Chris Chambliss. 3-11 off the Chambliss card, right-handed pitcher. That is a single to center. So Chambliss singles. Stanley's a +2. He was not being held on at second. 2 outs, 1 through 14. Manning is a -1. So it's 1 through 13. Here's the throw to the plate. Manning puts the charge on. It's a 4. He scores. Clutch single by Chris Chambliss. 1-0 Yankees. Randolph holds at second. Chambliss picks up a ribby. Dobson and the Indians cannot match the goose egg produced by Holtzman and the Yankees in the top of the third. So 1-0, 2 outs. First and second, Roy White, the switch-hitting left fielder, steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Dobson trying to limit the damage here. Yankees trying to blow it open. The pitch homeward bound to Roy White. Off the Dobson card, 5-7, left-handed batter. 5-7, single to right. Single to right. Willie Randolph, 1 through 16 +2. That's 1 through 18. Spikes -2, so it's going to be 1 through 16. They're waving Randolph to throw to the plate. He's safe. Yankees producing a lot of 2-out fruit. 2-0 Yankees here in the bottom of the third. Chambliss stops at second. White at first, Chambliss at second. Greg Nettles steps to the plate. Indians quickly get their bullpen up. Nettles flew out to center. He's 0 for 1. Dobson looks a bit hesitant on the mound, a bit nervous. Takes that deep breath once again. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles with 2 outs and 2 on. 2-0 Yankees. Deuces have gone wild so far here in the bottom of the third. 6-3. Off the Dobson card, left-handed batter. You have a 6, you have a 3. It's a fly ball out to left field. Hendrick is a 2-4. And that's a 2. Oh, boy. And that's going to drop in for a single. Runners were off on contact. So it's a single, 2 stars. Another run will score. Chambliss scores from second, 3-0 Yankees. First to third goes Roy White. Nettles singles. He has a ribby. 3 consecutive singles with 2 outs produce 3 runs for the New York Yankees. Dobson on very thin ice here. Fosse goes out to the mound. Here comes the pitching coach for the Indians. They're telling him, get this last out. Sweet Lou Piniella steps to the plate. Piniella singled his first time up. 3-0 Yankees. First and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. The pitch to Piniella. Dobson getting maybe a fat chunk of the plate with that breaking pitch. 1-7. A 1-7. Swing and a miss. Piniella missed a fat breaking pitch. Was obviously fooled by the ball speed. The side is retired. Dobson strikes out his first batter, but the Yankees plate 3 in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the fourth. New York 3, the Cleveland Indians nothing. Due up for the Tribe, Blanks, Cardi, Hendrick. If anyone gets on, Buddy Bell. So the Indians down 3-0. Billy Martin likes that. Holtzman on a very short leash. I'm sorry, Dobson on a very short leash. So Holtzman finishes up his warm-up tosses. He's ready to do battle with Larvell Blanks. Indians trail 3-0, top of the fourth. The lefty Holtzman rocks and deals to Larvell Blanks. 1-7 off the Blanks card, left-handed pitcher. 1-7, hard hit ball to short. Stanley has it, throws to first. Blanks is retired, 6-3. He's shooting Blanks right now. 1 out, top of the fourth, 3-0 Yankees. Rico Cardi popped out to short his first time up. Here's the pitch to Rico Cardi from Ken Holtzman. Off the Holtzman card, right-handed batter. You get your kicks on Route 66. It's a 6-6. Shallow fly ball to left. Can of corn for Roy White. He's coming in. He makes the grab. Cardi is 0 for 2. D. Scott Howard has joined us at the ballpark. Hope all is well to D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. We also have Cutter Historical. Check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. Our good friend Sports Time Machine, a.k.a. Mr. Utah Mike. Check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. Philip Reynolds is here. Mark Jones. The Sunken 007. So thank you for joining us in the press booth. 2 outs, no one on for George Hendrick. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to Roy White and left. Hendrick awaits the left-handed hurler Holtzman's pitch. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. 5-9 off the Holtzman card. 5-9 right-handed batter. So you have a 5 and a 9. Well, if it's a 1 through 4, it's a homer. It is gone! George Hendrick crushes a breaking pitch a little bit too high by Holtzman. The Indians are on the board with a bippity-boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. George Hendrick touches the ball again. It was a 5 and a 9. He has normal power, 1 through 4. It just clears the center field fence as Rivers took a leap at it, but to no avail. It's now 3-1 Yankees. Tribe only down 2. 2 outs. Hendrick getting congratulations in the Indians dugout. Here's Buddy Bell. Buddy's 0 for 1. He grounded to Stanley at short. Holtzman trying to regroup here. Has a sign for Munson. The pitch to Buddy Bell. A 1-6 to Buddy Bell. Left-handed pitcher. 1-6. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty breaking pitch. It dropped like Munson wanted it. As he yells at Holtzman, that's what the F you're supposed to do. Side is retired, but the Indians do score on the slow low blast with 2 outs by George Hendrick. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Indians 1, the Yankees 3. It looks like Pat Dobson is coming back out for the bottom of the 4th. Gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Dobson will face Gamble, Stanley, then the top of the order, Mickey Rivers. All right. Oscar Gamble popped out to second. He's 0 for 1. Dobson has the sign from Ray Fosse. The pitch to Oscar Gamble. Dobson deals Gamble 2-10. Right-handed pitcher 2-10. That's a walk. Not the way you want to start the inning, Mr. Dobson. Gamble's at first. He's a C stealer. But again, we're looking at a +5. Again, we don't do the extra hold. I don't like it. I don't do it. So you're looking at a +5. That's 1 through 16. Gamble's going, and he is safe. They're going to get on. They're going to run with C Steelers. Gamble's at second. No outs. Fred Chicken Stanley and A bunter will drop down the bunt. This is Billy ball. This is small ball. This is aggressive, just the way Billy Martin likes it. He'll become a B bunter. He squares the bunt. Oh, it's an 11. That's not a good roll. That's not going to make Billy Martin happy. 11. Batter pops out to first. Runner holds. Oh, the only good news about that is Fred Chicken Stanley bunted it so high, Gamble was able to scramble back and dive hand first to the first base bag. To the second base bag, excuse me. So Stanley fails in his sack attempt. He pops out to first. So that's a failed sack. Gamble's at second. 1 out for Mickey Rivers. Dobson deals to Mick the Quick. Dobson with a 4-4. Will it close the door on Mickey Rivers? Left-handed batter off the Dobson card. 4-4. Ground ball to short. Duffy's a 2E14. That's a 6. This might be a double. This will be an out, I think. Short 6. Duffy has it. Looks Gamble back quickly. Fires to first to get the speedy Mickey Rivers. There are 2 down. Two outs. Gamble will be off on contact, +2 runner at second. 1 through 16. Willie Randolph, 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored a run in the Yankees' 3-run bottom of the third. Now can he knock one in? Here's the pitch to Willie Randolph from Pat Dobson. Off the Dobson card, right-handed batter, 5-6. We have a 5, we have a 6. That's a hard hit ball to short. Duffy fields it cleanly, throws to Rico Carty. The Yankees strand Gamble at second. So after Gamble walks and steals second, you have the failed sack attempt to pop out to first, then 2 ground balls to Duffy at short. Produce the goose egg in the bottom of the fourth for the Indians. Defensively, we go to the top of the fifth. The Yankees 3, the Cleveland Indians 1. Cleveland trails by 2. They will send up Robinson, Fosse, and Spikes in the top of the fifth against Kenny Holtzman. Holtzman made 1 mistake so far. The solo blast with 2 outs off the bat of George Hendrick. So here comes Frank Robinson, player manager, 1 for 1. He singled in his first at-bat. Robinson has a bit of pop against left-handed pitching. The pitch to big Frank Robinson, player manager of the Indians, 3-7. Left-handed pitcher, 3-7. Robinson works a walk. Second time Robinson's on again. He's very slow of foot at this age. Was never a speedster anyway. He will not be held on. He's an E-stealer. But tying run comes to the plate, and Ray Fosse. Fosse banged into a double play his first time up. Spikes on deck. Fosse is a C bunter. They wouldn't expect him to bunt, though he might. We're actually going to let Fosse swing the stick. Yankees again hoping for a double play ball off the bat of Ray Fosse. Pitch homeward bound from Holtzman to Fosse. It is a 6-7 right-handed batter off the Holtzman card. 6-7 ground ball to second. Could be a double play ball here. Randolph's a 2E25. That's a 15. And that's a double play ball. Another 4-6-3, 2 outs, bases empty. So Ray Fosse has been up twice and produced 4 outs. 2 down. Top of the fifth, 3-1 New York. Game 1 of the American League East Region Final, 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Yes, I did make a mistake in the Brewers game. I looked at the wrong column. Morris? What did I look at, Morris Johnson? I looked at the right-handed column for the pitcher, right? Or I looked at the right-handed column, and it should have been the left-handed column for either pitcher or catcher. We still would have had to roll the D20, though. But Morris Johnson says, I guess the Brewers' protest was denied. Yes, it was. Yes, it was by the commission. Isn't it ironic? My mistake helps the Yankees to a win. Yes, Thomas versus a right-handed pitcher. Yeah, I went back and checked. I was like, oh, geez. Of all the teams I'm going to cheat for by accident, the Yankees. Yeah. They still haunt me in my old age. Yes, we do make mistakes, but that's part of the game. I appreciate that, Morris Johnson. Bob B Says Cutter, what is your channel? It's called Cutter's channel is Cutter Historical. Hope all is well, Bob B. 2 outs, base is empty. Charlie Spike steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to Gamble and right. Here's the pitch from Holtzman to Spikes. 6-5. Right-handed batter. You have a 6, you have a 5. That ball is hit to Fred Chicken Stanley at short. He's a 3-E-12. That's a 9. I believe that's going to go to an error check. Yes, it will. And Stanley's an E12. 6. Oh, boy. I think he boots the ball in the E12. 3 through 4, 11 and 12 is an error. Stanley knocks the ball down, sticks with it. 5 through 10, he throws the runner out. Well, that's a 6. That's a 5 through 10. Spikes is 0 for 2. Stanley sticks with the ball. The Indians get nothing in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built. 3-1 New York. Game 1, best of 3. American League East Region Final for the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Pat Dobson and the Indians down by 2 as we begin the bottom of the 5th. Sports Time Machine, deep down Yankee fan, has Bucky Dent autograph right next to his heart. I don't dislike Bucky Dent anymore. I read a little bit about him in, there's a book series for all sports. They did it back in probably the early 80s or mid 80s, early 90s. The great games, and I read about, the 1978 playoff game. I got it out of the library here. It was really, really good. It takes you through each inning and what the players were thinking in a bio of the players. And I do not dislike Bucky Dent anymore. Very interesting story about Bucky. I check out that if you can see his bio on, online. It's very interesting. Due up for the Yankees, who lead the Indians by 2. Munson, Chambliss, and White. If anyone gets on, Greg Nettles. The Yankee captain and catcher, Thurman Munson, 1 for 2. He's double and flown out to right. Dobson to Munson to start off the bottom of the 5th. Off the Munson card, right-handed pitcher, 2-5. A 2-5 is a double to left. Munson gongs the wall here at Yankee Stadium. Munson, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Chambliss is coming up. He's not going to bunt. He'll swing the stick. Indians bullpen is ready. This could be Dobson's last batter. Here's the pitch to Chris Chambliss from Pat Dobson. 3-5. Right-handed pitcher. 3-5. This is not bueno. This is definitely going to be 4-1. 1 through 8. It's a triple to dead center. It is a double to center. So back-to-back doubles end the evening for Pat Dobson. Chambliss knocks in his second. He's now 2 for 3, a single, a run scored, a ribby, a double, and another ribby. For 1 Yankees, Dobson has been TKO'd. So 4-1 Yankees. Chambliss at second. Roy White coming to the plate. Dobson's day is done. He is responsible for Chambliss at second. While we make the pitching change, let's look at my rookie Jim Plunkett card. Isn't that awesome? Yes. All right, so who's coming in for the Indians? I think we're going to go, is it Stan Thomas? I think that's who we're going with. Stan Thomas. Yes, it is Stan Thomas. 4 wins, 4 losses, 6 saves. He did have 7 starts, 2.30 ERA. 4 innings as a reliever, 4 innings as a starter. I like it. Once again, the Yankees have a 3-run lead. Jim Plunkett will bid everyone adieu and wish you all a wonderful evening. And that's the Plunkett card here. I just got a Gino Cappelletti card. Will be coming to me. 1965 Topps card, which is the 64 season, which is the American League, the American Football League. He was the MVP, Gino Cappelletti. Boston Patriots, 1964. Stan Thomas comes into the game. For Mr. Thomas, we will go purple. Is this purple or pink? That's pink. We'll go purple. Thomas is a right-handed hurler. He can go 4 innings, so the 4th inning of relief, point of weakness check. Thomas, much better at the hold. He's a -3. One E14. Dobson's done. Dobson went 4 innings, faced 2 batters in the bottom of the 5th, gave up a run on back-to-back doubles. So 4 innings. So far, only 4 runs. He struck out 1. Walk 2. All right, so Stan Thomas is done with his warm-up throws, has a quick word with Fosse, runner at second, no outs. Roy White comes to the plate. White's going to drop the bunt down. He'll be a B bunter. They're playing for the bunt. Billy's trying to get every run possible here. That's an 8. That will get the job done. Charging at first is Rico Cardi. He turns, throws to Blanks, who covers the first base bag on the wheel play. Advancing to third, now with 1 out, is Chris Chambliss. So that is a sack. 3-4, 1 down. Greg Nettles steps to the plate. Will they walk Nettles to set up a double play ball? They'll walk Nettles to set up the double play ball because they'll rather go righty-righty. So this is an intentional walk. First and third, 1 out. Piniella is 1 for 2. Singled, struck out his last at-bat. Fosse sets the defense, now back behind the plate, sets the target. Thomas to Piniella. Indians looking to turn 2. It's a 1-7. That's a strikeout. Had it been a 3-7, would have been a double play ball. So that is a strikeout. There are 2 down now. Thomas records his first K. Runners on the corner, 2 outs. Runners will be off at contact. Oscar Gamble steps to the plate. Gamble is 0 for 1. He is walked and popped out to second. Thomas and the Indians trying to limit the Yankee damage to 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th. New York 4, Cleveland 1. Thomas is ready. The pitch to Oscar Gamble off the Gamble card. Right-handed pitcher. That's a 2-6. A 2 and a 6. Fly ball to right field, sending Manning back to the track. Plenty of room, though. He makes the catch. The side is retired. The Yankees only get one. We go to the top of the 6th. 4-1 New York. That closes the door on Dobson. 4 runs. All are earned. No errors there. Thomas does his JOB. Holtzman has another run to work with. Morris Johnson said, met Roy White once. Nice man. Me to Roy White. This is Morris Johnson. Where were you when Dent homered? Roy, standing on second base. Too funny. That is funny. Dwayne Mart's YouTube network. How you doing? Check out and subscribe to that channel for some good APA baseball. I think he's doing 1961 still. All right, to the top of the 6. Yankees 4, Indians 1. Holtzman, the lefty, back up on the bump. Holtzman to face Duffy, then the top of the order, Manning blanks. Holtzman to Duffy, who's 0 for 1. Off the Holtzman card, right-handed batter, 4-4. A 4 and a 4 is a ground ball to third. Greg Nettles is a 2E19. That's an 11. We're going to go to the E19. That's a 4. I believe that's an error. 3 through 6 and 9 is an error. That is an error. Greg Nettles boots the ball. Duffy reaches on the E5. So Nettles ranging to his right. The ball ticks off his glove. Sometimes that range is a curse for Nettles. Either way, it's either an error or would have been a hit. So E5, Duffy's at first, top of the order. Rick Manning 1 for 2. His one hit was a single. Duffy is a B stealer, but you have a -3 when it comes to stealing. As Munson's a -2, Holtzman's a -1. Duffy's going nowhere, plus they're down 3. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Rick Manning from Ken Holtzman. Holtzman fires in. 6-6, get your kicks on Route 66, lefty-lefty matchup. 6-6. Ground ball to first, ground ball B. Chambliss is up with it, throws to Stanley. Duffy goes in hard, upending Stanley. They can't turn 2, but they do get the lead runner. Reaching on the fielder's choice. 3-6. Rick Manning. 1 out, Manning at first. He will be held on. So he will be a -1 when advancing on the base paths. But that also makes Chambliss's range from a 3 to a 4. Larvell blanks awaits the Holtzman offering. The lefty deals to blanks. Oh, shoot. I think that was a 4. That was a 4. 1-9. I think it was a 4. Reroll. I'm not sure what it was. Foul ball. My fingers hit it. Blank steps back in the box. 4-5. 4-7, excuse me. 4-7 off the Holtzman card. 4-7, single 1 through 8. It's a line out. Willie Randolph, a step and a dive, robs Larvell Blanks' counterpart of a hit. Diving back to first is Rick Manning. 2 down. Wonderful play by the Yankees second baseman, Willie Randolph. 2 outs. Manning will be off on contact. So it'll be only a +1 as he's a CB stealer, so they would hold him on, then play behind him after the pitch or bounce off the bag. So he's only a +1, 1 through 17. Rico Carty, 0 for 2. The pitch to Carty from Ken Holtzman off the Holtzman card, 4-2. How do you do? 4-2, single to center. 1 through 19 is a single to center. I always play the split when I see this. So unless we have tremendously bad luck for the Indians, we don't. Single to center. Randolph is a +3. That's 1 through 20. So he's going to third. We're not going to roll. I'm not going to do the whole, well, you can't do it. It's +3. He's a 17. +3 is 1 through 20. He takes third. And that works the same way for both teams. So first and third, 2 outs. The Indians looking for some 2-out magic. George Hendrick steps to the plate. Hendrick homered his last time up. He's 1 for 2. He's produced the only fruit for the Tribe here in the Bronx. Dwayne Mart's YouTube network states, doing both APA bats set pre and post 1961 sets. Gotcha. Holtzman has a word with Munson. First and third, 2 outs, tying run at the plate. George Hendrick, he homered in his last at-bat. Munson goes through the signs. Holtzman doesn't dare shake off Munson. Pitch homer bound to George Hendrick. 6'8". 6'8". Right-handed batter off the Holtzman card. 6'8". Grounder to third. Nettles won't boot this one. He's up with it across the diamond to Chambliss. The side is retired. The Tribe leave him on the corners. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-1 New York. Opportunity squandered for the Cleveland Indians. Holtzman wiggles out of that mess. To Sunken 007 says, I have my own replay project that I'm also doing as well. What is that, my friend? Share. That's what the FOC, Friends of the Channel, Friends of the Community, are all about. So Stan Thomas in relief of a highly ineffective Pat Dobson. Bottom of the 6th. This is his second inning of relief. So I should mark that very quickly. Thomas fifth. Thomas to face Fred Stanley, Mickey Rivers, Willie Randolph. If anyone gets on, the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. To Sunken 007, I'm doing a full 08 season replay using Inside Pitch, the PC game. And with that PC game, you do have to play all the games because it does not sim any games. That is cool. That is cool. What team has surprised you so far, if any, in your replay? All right, Thomas to Fred Chicken Stanley to start off the bottom of the 6th. 5-7 righty-righty matchup, so that's off the Thomas card. 5-7, Fred Chicken Stanley's going to get a hit. Single. As the ball is cut off to the left center field gap, Stanley takes a wide turn and quickly scampers back to first. So he had a 5-7. Double 1 through 7. We rolled a 17. It's a single. Stanley's now 2 for 3. Mickey Rivers is 0 for 2 with a sac bunt, and Rivers will drop another bunt down. They'll play for the bunt. He'll be a B bunter. 6, that's going to be a good bunt on the B. Charging, third baseman Bell. He'll throw to first. Blanks was covering on the wheel play, advancing to second is Fred Chicken Stanley. So another sacrifice bunt for Mickey Rivers. This time 5-4. 1 out. Stanley at second. Willie Randolph steps to the plate. Randolph 0 for 2 with a walk. He scored a run. Thomas plays no attention to Stanley at second. Looks in at the plate. Has the sign from Fosse. The pitch to Willie Randolph. 1 out, runner at second. 2-3. What will it be? We shall see. A 2, a 3 is a ground ball to third. Up with it is Bell. He looks Stanley back. Throws to Rico Carty. 2 away. Willie Randolph has grounded out 3 times. He's now 0 for 3 with a walk. To Sunken 007 says, the team that has surprised him, or that's a question I asked, right now the Giants, with them beginning at 7.5 games back. Wow. Will they come on? 2 outs. The Yankees will look for some magic from Thurman Munson. He's 2 for 3, 2 doubles and a run scored. Can the Yankee captain come through here? Stanley will be off on contact. It'll be a +2, 1 through 14 with 2 outs. He's at second. Munson at the plate. Thomas on the mound. Fosse behind the plate. The pitch to Thurman Munson, the Yankee captain. 2-10. A 2 and a 10 is a single to center in the righty-righty matchup. Munson, 3 hits now. Single to center. Stanley 1 through 14. Manning a -1, 1 through 13. They're waving Fred Chicken Stanley. The throw to the plate. He is safe. 5-1 Yankees. Munson with his first ribby coming off his third hit, which was a single. 5-1 New York. The fans in the Bronx are enjoying this. Ernie El Dorado says Munson a stud. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Here's Chris Chambliss with 2 outs. Munson at first. Munson will be held on. He's a C stealer. The pitch to Chambliss. Off the Thomas card, left-handed batter, 6-7. So you have a 6, you have a 7. Chance for a single, 1 through 11. It is not a single. A hard hit ball. Carty makes a dive, an awkward dive. He smothers it from his knees, tosses to Thomas, covering the bag. They just beat Chambliss. The side is retired. Give credit to Rico Carty, not known for defense at first, but he did everything he could to stop that ball from going down the line to get the 3rd out of the bottom of the 6th. But the Yankees do plate 1. We go to the top of the 7th, 5-1 New York. Ken Holtzman now has a 4-run lead to work with. Cleveland's only run came off the bat of George Hendrick, a 2-out solo homer back in the top of the 4th after the Yankees plated 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. 5-1 New York. East Region American League Final. Best out of 3. Game 2 will be in Cleveland. Holtzman will face Bell, Robinson, Fosse. If anyone gets on, the right fielder spikes. Kenny Holtzman to the right-hand batting third baseman Buddy Bell. The lefty Holtzman fires in a 3-5 single to center for Buddy Bell. Bell's now 1 for 3. Frank Robinson's 1 for 1 with a walk, so he's been on base both times. His hit was a single. Here's big Frank Robinson. Holtzman to Robinson. Buddy Bell is a D Steeler. They're not holding him on. The pitch to Frank Robinson, player manager of the Cleveland Indians. 5-9. 5-9. Robinson is going to have a hit here. 1 through 4. It's a 2-run homer. It is a double to center. Oh, Robinson came so close to pulling the Cleveland Indians to within 2. It is a double to center. Buddy Bell +3 for Mickey Rivers. Buddy Bell was not being held on. 1 through 17, they're going to wave Buddy Bell. He's safe. The relay throw not in time. 5-2. Frank Robinson knocks in a run for the Indians. Indians not going quietly back to the reservation, that's for sure. Ray Fosse steps to the plate. No outs here. Point of weakness check for Holtzman starts in the 8th. We're only in the top of the 7th. Runner at second, the slow-footed Robinson. Ray Fosse at the plate. Fosse's banged into 2 double plays. The good news is, most likely he cannot bang into a double play unless it's a line-out double play. Fosse looking to make amends. On deck, Spikes. Fosse's a C bunter. He's going to swing the stick. 1-2, how do you do? He singles to... no, he doesn't. It's a left-handed pitcher. He strikes out. So he rips a ball foul down the left field line, then comes back swinging and missing on the breaking pitch. So Holtzman didn't want to challenge him with another fastball. So we have the 1-2. Again, left-handed pitcher. It's a strikeout. I got very excited. I saw a single here. 1 out. Fosse's day of misery at the plate continues. Here's Charlie Spikes. Spikes is 0 for 2. Robinson at second. 5-2 Yankees. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Holtzman to Spikes. 2-11. 2-11. Left-handed pitcher. A 2-11 is a ground ball to second. Ground ball A. Runner move. I know it says runner doesn't advance here, but that's a faux pas. If no runners are forced, runners hold. Balls hit to the right side. Runner goes to third. And again, I think in super advance, the runner goes to third. And common sense says the runner goes to third. So Spikes is out 4-3. Randolph makes the play. There's 2 down. Robinson's at third now, 90 feet away from Cleveland getting their 3rd run. Here's Frank Duffy. Duffy is 0 for 2. The Indians are going to take a look at their bench quite quickly. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us for the game. Game 1 of the American League East Region Final, 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. If you're in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat, that's awesome. If you're just watching, that's awesome too. But feel free to jump in the chat. If you like sports gaming, if you're playing any projects or just enjoying your gaming experiences, share them with us. All right. Joe Liss. Got to get that 1 column. Got to get that 1 column or the 3. Joe Liss will pinch hit. Cleveland trying to get some runs here. They got 1. They like to get more. They're down 5-2. So Duffy will be gone. Kuiper will come into play short. Blanks. No, Kuiper will come into play second. Blanks will move to short. Where are you, Mr. Kuiper? And we'll do that accounting in a moment. So Duffy's done. Joe Liss to pinch hit. We'll put Kuiper over here. And let's mark Joe Liss. Liss pinch hit for Duffy, 7th. Okay. Big moment here for Joe Liss. I think we've used him a couple of times as a pinch hitter. He's done nothing. Chance to make amends for that. Yankees are going to stick with Holtzman with 2 outs, runner at third. Or would they go to Dick Tidrow? Nope, they'll stick with Holtzman. Here's a moment for the Indians and Joe Liss. Holtzman's ready. Robinson at third. The pitch homeward bound to Joe Liss. Holtzman's probably going to win this. That is a 5-7. 5-7 fly ball. Warning track power. That's staying in the ballpark. Mickey Rivers waits for it, makes the catch. Liss is retired. So are the Indians. Again, that was a 5-7 fly out to Mickey Rivers in center. The Indians do plate 1 on the Robinson double. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 5-2 New York. So Joe Liss is done. Kuiper will come in. He's going to play short. I'm sorry, he plays second. So Duffy's done. Kuiper is going to play second. And he's a 16 base runner. C stealer, A bunter, B hit and run. So Kuiper defensively at second is a 2E12. The reason why he didn't start was he's a left-handed batter. Now Blanks moves to short. Blanks is a 4E16. Okay. I don't think Holtzman's coming out for the 8th. I think they'll go to Dick Tidrow or Sparky Lyle. Stan Thomas coming in for his 3rd inning of work. 4th inning will be point of weakness check. Thomas will face White, Nettles, Piniella. If anyone gets on, gamble. As the 7th inning stretch goes, I'm going to take a swig of water. There we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root for the home team. If you lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Thomas to Roy White to start off things here in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees up 3. New York 5, the Cleveland Indians 2. The pitch to Roy White. Thomas deals up White a 6-8 left-handed batter. 6-8, swing and a miss. White is now 1 for 3. One down in the bottom of the seventh. The Yankees up 5-2. Game 1, best of 3. American League East Region Final Bicentennial Tournament of 1976, where dreams can still come true, at least for the Yankees and Indians at the moment. They are the only two teams left in the American League East region. Here's Greg Nettles. Nettles is 1 for 2. He singled in a run, also was intentionally walked. Fosse sets a target. The pitch to the left-hand batting Yankee third baseman Greg Nettles. 2-6 to Greg Nettles. You have a 2, you have a 6. That's a fly ball deep to center, moving back to his right, making the catch, Rick Manning. 2 down. Lou Piniella, 1 for 3, a single and 2 strikeouts. He is the DH for the New York Yankees. Righty-righty matchup. Thomas rocks and deals to Piniella. 5-9 off the Thomas card. You have a 5, you have a 9. It's a hard hit ball to short. Blanks, who has moved over from second, is up with it. Throws to Rico Carty. The side is retired. Top of the 8th, 5-2 New York. Ken Holtzman, do we want him to come back out, excuse me? Ken Holtzman will face the top of the order for the Indians, Manning, Blanks, and Carty. Holtzman will face Manning, and then most likely they'll probably go to the pen. They'll stick with the lefty-lefty matchup here. Manning is 1 for 3. Point of weakness check for Holtzman begins in the top of the 8th. Then there's a plethora of righties, so we're going to go to Dick Tidrow most likely. Holtzman's ready. The pitch to Rick Manning. 1-11 to Rick Manning. 1-11, single to right. Second hit for Rick Manning. And that's it for Ken Holtzman. So Rick Manning singles. Holtzman's day is done. Holtzman can only win it. He can't lose it. Holtzman went 7 innings, responsible for the runner at first, gave up 2 earned runs, one of them a homer off the bat of George Hendrick. All right. Holtzman struck out 2. That's enough of that. Holtzman is done. Billy Martin's called for Dick Tidrow, the righty. As we make the pitching change, Jim Plunkett will come back out. All right. So the pitching change for the Yankees. They're going to go with Dick Tidrow. Dick Tidrow, 1976. 4-5, 2.63 ERA. He did have 2 starts, 10 saves. Out of the pen, he can pitch 3 innings, 6 innings as a starter. And Jim Plunkett, your job is done for the moment. I'm playing his rookie season in Action PC football. We're 1-1. We beat the Raiders, lost to Detroit. We could only muster 3 field goals against Detroit. And the Detroit, close game going into the 4th quarter. They end up beating us by, I think, 10. All right. So Dick Tidrow is coming in. Tidrow, 8th. Okay, he's a righty. It's good for 3 innings. Holtzman's gone. Tidrow's a -1 for E16. -1 for E16. Manning's at first with no outs. Tidrow's done with his warm-up tosses. Larvell blanks. Steps in the right-hander's batter's box. Righty-righty matchup. Tidrow has the sign for Munson. The pitch to Larvell blanks. Tidrow's hoping he's going to shoot blanks. That's a 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. Single 1 through 3. It's a hard hit ball to third. Diving stop going to his left. Nettles pops up. They'll get the force at second as he throws to Randolph. Manning is retired. Reaching on the fielder's choice. 5-4. Larvell blanks. So blanks at first, 1 out now. Tidrow will now face Rico Carty. Carty's 1 for 3. Blanks is an E stealer. They're going to play behind him. Here's the pitch to Rico Carty. Off the Carty card, 2-5, right-handed pitcher. 2-5, double to right. Rico Carty on the 2-5 doubles to right. Gamble is a 0 arm. Blanks is a 1 through 13. They're going to put the brakes on Blanks. Second and third, 1 out. Tidrow not spelling relief. George Hendricks steps to the plate. Munson goes to the mound. Here comes the pitching coach. There's a meeting. They're going to stick with Dick Tidrow. George Hendrick, 1 for 3, a solo blast back in the top of the 4th. Tidrow looks in. He's ready. He rocks and deals to George Hendricks. Second and third, 1 out. Yankees up 5-2. Tidrow deals a 4-11 right-handed batter. 4-11 fly ball left field X. White is a 3E5. It is an 8. I think it's going to go to an 8. Goes to the error check. He's an E5. 3. He might boot this ball. E5. It's a 2-base error. It is a 2-base error, and that's going to drive Billy Martin insane. So Roy White is an E5. We rolled a 3. 3 through 5 and 12, 2-base error. So White racing over towards the line. The ball ticks off his glove, gets behind him, a 2-base error. 2 runs will score. Blanks from third, Carty from second. It's a 5-4 game now. No ribbies for Hendrick. He reaches on the E7 2-base error. He's at second. What looked like a comfortable lead is a nail-biter now. Tidrow and the Yankees deserved better than that. If I was Roy White, I would not get too close to Billy Martin in that dugout. Uncle Dave Gardner's joined us. He says, "Hey, boys, just got home from the cold rink. Well, hope you can warm up, my friend, and I hope it went well." 5-4 tying run at second. 1 out. Buddy Bell comes to the plate. Tidrow to Bell. Billy Martin F-bombing it in the dugout. Glaring death at Dick Tidrow. Actually, now it's actually, we're looking at it, it's the glare towards Roy White in left. 6-7, Buddy Bell. 6-7, ground ball to second. Range error check for Willie Randolph. He's a 2E25. So again, that's a 6-7 righty-righty matchup. 6-7, ground ball, second X. That's a 2! That's going to get by. I think that's, yes! Single past the dive of Willie Randolph. Bell gets his second hit. Hendrick holds at third. First and third, one out. Tying run 90 feet away. Yankees collapsing here. Frank Robinson is 2 for 2 with a walk. He's singled, doubled, and knocked in a run. Will they go to Boog Powell, though? Will they go to Boog Powell? That would bring in Sparky Lyle. Robinson has 2 hits. Big Frank's going to swing the stick in a righty-righty matchup. Ernie Eldorado says, let's go, Frank. Frank will stay in. 1 out. First and third, 5-4 Yankees. Robinson 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, a double. Tidrow to Robinson. 5-6. 5-6. Frank Robinson does it again. 8. It is a double. Robinson doubles to left center field. We have a tie game. 2 stars. Bell holds at third. Robinson 3 for 3 with a walk. 2 ribbies. We're tied at 5. We're tied at 5. Ernie Eldorado says clutch player Frank Robinson. That will bring up Ray Fosse, second and third. 1 out. Infield moves in for the Yankees. Billy Martin going insane. Tidrow will stay out there. Righty-righty matchup. Fosse 0 for 3. 2 double play balls and a strikeout. Big moment for Fosse. Infield in. Tidrow to Fosse. 1-5. 1-5. Ground ball A. Back to the pitcher. Infield in. Batter out at first on a ground ball A. Runner on third holds. Other runners advance, but it's second and third, so it will be the second out. Tidrow snares the hard hit ball. Fosse is out 1-3. Infield goes back to normal. 2 outs. We're knotted at 5. Second and third. Charlie Spikes steps to the plate. Spikes is 0 for 3. Again, bringing a lefty, you're going to face Sparky Lyle. They'll stick with Charlie Spikes. 5-5 game. Spikes 0 for 3. Second and third. Tidrow to Spikes. 1-6. 1-6. 1-6. Swing and a miss. He got the column, but not the roll. Tidrow rears back, blows the fastball past Spikes. The 2-base error by Roy White on a ball he should have caught moving towards the left field line costs the Yankees dearly. 3 runs. I don't know if they're all earned or unearned, but 3 runs scored. Cleveland ties it up. We go to the bottom of the 8th, knotted at 5. What a game. 2-base error. I think only 1 run is earned. Because the 2-base error, the ball would have been caught. Those 2 runs don't score, so those are unearned. Again, I'm just doing this really quick. It doesn't really matter. Then he wouldn't have been on either. Single, double. Maybe they're all unearned. I don't know. Anyway, the error proved very costly for the Yankees. World's worst gamer, how you doing? As he says, nice name, Charlie Spikes. Spikes went down via the K. We go to the bottom of the eighth, knotted at 5. The Cleveland bullpen has only given up 1 run. Dobson gave up 4. Stan Thomas has pitched. This is his point of weakness check here. 3rd inning of relief. Tidrow definitely will probably not be coming out. Well, it depends. Depends for Dick Tidrow. He gave up 1, 2, 3, but they're unearned. So we're not doing point of weakness check with the runs. That's just the way I'm calling it. They're unearned runs. But probably they won't go back to Tidrow. They'll probably go to Sparky Lyle or somebody else. If they get the lead, they're going to Lyle. So Thomas will try to get the Indians through the bottom of the 8th, taking the top of the 9th, tied at 5. Thomas will face Gamble, Stanley, top of the order, Mickey Rivers. Oscar Gamble, 0 for 2 with a walk. Thomas to Gamble. 2-9. Right-handed pitcher, 2-9. Chopper to second. Charging it is Kuiper. Kuiper to Carty. 1 out. 1 down. Number 9 batter, Fred Chicken Stanley, 2 for 3. He has singled twice, scored twice, knocked in a run. Also had a horrific sac bunt for an out. Stanley awaits the Thomas offering. Thomas has the sign from Fosse. He deals to Fred Chicken Stanley. Off the Fred Chicken Stanley card, 110. Right-handed pitcher. 110. Grounder to short. Blanks throws to first. 2 away. Indians are revitalized after that 3-run uprising in the top of the 8th. We're knotted at 5. Bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. Base is empty for Mickey Rivers. Rivers 0 for 2 with 2 sac bunts. Rivers prepares to do battle against the right-handed hurling Stan Thomas. The windup, the pitch to Mick the Quick from the left-hander's batter's box. 1-7. 1-7. Fly ball deep to center, but not deep enough. Rick Manning will corral it. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. We go to the top of the 9th. Knotted at 5. Decision time now for the Yankees. Tidrow, 3 runs given up in the top of the 8th, unearned due to some horrific fielding by Roy White in left. Billy Martin will stick with Tidrow. Tidrow will face Kuiper, then the top of the order Manning and Blanks. So lefty, then a righty. Sparky Lyle is ready. Tidrow to Kuiper. He came in after Duffy was pinch hit for by Joe Liss. Kuiper, 3-11, right-handed pitcher. 3-11, single to center. Holy cow, here come the Indians. And there goes Dick Tidrow. Here comes Sparky Lyle. So Dick Tidrow, yes, there's some shoddy defense by the Yankees. Well, we could go Grant Jackson. He's a lefty. Here comes Grant Jackson. So Tidrow is done. He pitched 1 inning. We'll go with the red pen here. Grant Jackson's a lefty. Kuiper's at first after the single. Manning will be bunting, so he'll be a C bunter. So Grant Jackson can go 3 innings of relief. 7-1. He had 2 starts, 4 saves, 2.54 ERA. Only gave up 2 homers, struck out 39, walked 25. First appearance in the Bicentennial tournament. He's a lefty. I don't know how I feel about this red pen. It's good for 3 innings. Tidrow is responsible for the runner at first. Tidrow went 1 inning. Well, he's still responsible for the runner at first. So far, 3 runs. I'm going to say all 3 were unearned. That's the way I'm looking at it. All right, so Grant Jackson will face Manning. Manning's going to bunt, so he goes from a B bunter to a C bunter. They're playing for the bunt. He squares 6 on a C bunter. I think that's going to get the job done. 6. Batter is thrown out by Nettles. Runner advances 1 base. So Nettles makes the barehanded play, throws quickly to Randolph. They just nip the speedy Rick Manning at first. Advancing to second is Kuiper. 1 out. So that's a sack. 5-4. And Jackson. Oh, Tidrow came in the 7th, not the 8th. Seventh. Jackson comes in the 9th. So Manning gets his job done. Kuiper, excellent base runner at second, 1 through 16. Go ahead run. Here's Larvell Blanks. Jackson to Larvell Blanks off the Jackson card, 5-9. 5-9. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Gamble makes the catch, coming in towards the infield, quickly throws. The ball's cut off. Holding at second is Kuiper. There are 2 down. Rico Carty steps to the plate. 5-5 game. Go ahead run Kuiper at second. We almost lost the white die. Rico Carty, 2 for 4. 0 for 2 in his first at-bats, 2 for 2 in his second at-bats. A single, a double, and a run scored. Jackson peeks over to second. They're not holding him on. Kuiper is going to be a +2, 1 through 18. The pitch homeward bound to Rico Carty. Off the Jackson card. Right-handed batter. 5-6. 5-6. He jammed him. Popped up left side. On the outfield grass. Fred Chicken Stanley. He'll make the catch. The go-ahead run in Dwayne Kuiper at second is stranded. The book is closed on Dick Tidrow. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Knotted at 5. The Yankees need 1 run to take Game 1 in the American League East Region Final. Best of 3. So Dick Tidrow's day is done. Three runs scored, all unearned. Stan Thomas is done. Thomas gave up 1 run in 4 innings. 5-5. So Thomas is done. The Yankees will send Randolph, Munson, Chambliss. If anyone gets on, the GOAT right now, Roy White. And I don't mean greatest of all time. I mean he foobarred the ball and left. As we make a pitching decision and change, Jim Plunkett will come back out to entertain you. There's Jim Plunkett. 1972 Topps card, which is 1971 rookie Plunkett. With that, so the Yankees have righty, righty, lefty, switch hitter, lefty. 5-5 game. Bottom of the ninth. They're going to go Dave LaRoche. Even though he's a lefty, they're going Dave LaRoche. They're going with their best. One win, 4 losses, 2.24 ERA, 21 saves. Struck out 104 while only walking 49. Only allowed 2 homers in 96 innings. -2 on the hold. So it's Dave LaRoche. LaRoche. It's good for 3 innings. He's a -2 for E44, so he's pretty much an automatic error on the mound. Jackson, we didn't do him. Jackson is a 0 hold, 5E0. So what that tells me is if the ball's hit right at him, he makes the play. His range is pitiful on the mound. All right, so Jim Plunkett goes off the field. Dave LaRoche comes on. The lefty will face Randolph, Munson, Chambliss. Yankees need 1 run to win game 1. LaRoche trying to take it to free baseball in the top of the 10th. I don't like that red pen. This one's not much better. Oh, well. Okay. Here we go. LaRoche is ready to face Willie Randolph. Randolph 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. The pitch to Willie Randolph from Dave LaRoche. Off the LaRoche card, right-handed batter. 6-8, a 6 and an 8 will be a fly ball to Spikes in right. He will make the catch. 1 down. 2 outs from free baseball. Thurman, Munson. Munson is 3 for 4, 2 doubles, a run scored, a single, and a ribby. The pitch to the Yankee captain from Dave LaRoche. 1-11. Left-handed pitcher. 1-11. Popped up left side. He reached for the breaking pitch. Foul territory. Buddy Bell waiting for it. He makes the catch. 2 down. Lefty-lefty matchup. Chris Chambliss. Chambliss is 2 for 4. 2 ground outs, a single, a run scored, a ribby, a double, and a ribby. So 2 ribbies for Chris Chambliss. Can Chambliss walk it off here in game 1? He's got the power. Can he do a He-Man from Grayskull? LaRoche has the sign from Fosse. He rocks and deals to Chris Chambliss. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Off the LaRoche card, 6-5. A 6 and a 5. Swing and a miss. LaRoche ties him up on the inside. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. We go to free baseball. Top of the 10th. Knotted at 5. Grant Jackson back up on the bump for the Yankees. Yankees up 5-2 in the top of the 8th when the dam broke due to Roy White's horrific play. Moving towards the left field line, the ball should have been caught, ticks off his glove. 2-base error, 2 runs score. A 3rd run scores to tie the game after Frank Robinson doubled. So Grant Jackson, 2nd inning of relief. Jackson to face Hendrick, Bell, Frank Robinson. Jackson to George Hendrick, who's homered today and singled. Actually, no, that was a 2-base error, my faux pas. 6-7, right-handed batter. 6-7, swing and a miss. Hendrick chased high and away. 1 down. Hendrick was trying to untie it there with that mighty swing. Buddy Bell steps to the plate. Buddy is 2 for 4, 2 singles and a run scored. A strikeout, a ground out. Grant to Bell, for whom the bells toll. 4-7. Right-handed batter. 4-7, fly ball to center. Going back to his left is Mick the Quick. Rivers makes the catch, 2 away. Jackson looking strong will now face Frank Robinson. Robinson 3 for 3 with a walk. He's been on base all 4 times. A single, 2 doubles, 2 ribbies. Robinson looking to take it out and give the Indians their first lead of the game. Robinson awaits the Grant Jackson offering. Munson sets the target. The pitch to the player-manager Frank Robinson. Off the Jackson card, right-handed batter. 5-5. You have a 5, swing and a miss. Jackson blows a fastball by Robinson. The foul tip was held on by Munson. Jackson strikes out 2. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the top of the 10th. We go to the bottom of the 10th. The Yankees looking for 1 to win Game 1 of the American League East Region Final 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Dave LaRoche will look to take it to the 11th. Here's the GOAT, not the greatest of all time, but the man who let the floodgates open and the dam break. Roy White. Billy Martin had to be restrained from murdering Roy White in the dugout. Roy White, 1 for 3, a single, a ribby, a sac bunt, a strikeout, a ground out. A butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker. The pitch from LaRoche to Roy White. White batting right-handed due to the left-handed tossing LaRoche. 4-7. 4-7 is a walk. Winning run at first, the speedy Roy White. White is an A stealer. LaRoche, -2. That's 1 through 13, because Fosse's arm's a 0. I don't do the extra hold if you're just joining us. 1 through 13. Nettles on deck. Or Nettles hitting. Piniella on deck. 1 through 13. There goes Roy White. He's safe. He just gets in there. Unbelievable. Oh, Roy White just gets in there. Blanks is arguing vehemently that White is out, but he steals second. Winning run in scoring position for Greg Nettles. They'll pitch carefully to Nettles. First base is open, but they're going to pitch to Nettles. Piniella on deck. They'll go lefty-lefty here. The pitch to Greg Nettles. Can he win it for the Yankees? Lefty-lefty matchup. LaRoche tosses up a 3-5. 3-5. That's a walk. They pitch very carefully. First and second, no outs. Lou Piniella, 1 for 4. A single, 2 strikeouts, and a ground out. Got to stay off that 2 column. They're going to stick with LaRoche. Gamble's on deck. He's a lefty. No outs. Nettles' run means nothing. At first, it's a speedy Roy White who means everything at second. He scores, this game is over. Piniella is a C bunter. Will we send a pinch hitter to drop a bunt? Tovar would be a C bunter because he's a B bunter. D. A. Jim Mason will come up to bunt. I know it's lefty-lefty. He will move to a B bunter. They'll play for the bunt. So Piniella's done. Mason will come up. He'll be a B bunter. As they're playing for the bunt, he'll drop from an A to a B. Mason pinch hit for Piniella. Tenth. I don't even think all will be forgiven, even if the Yankees do win this. Martin just really has murder in his eyes towards Roy White. Here's the pitch from LaRoche. First and second, no outs. Mason squares the bunt. That's a 6. That's going to be good. From an A bunter to a B bunter. Fielded by the third baseman Bell. His only play is to first. Mason is retired. He's clapping his hands. So is Billy Martin. That is a sack. 5-4. Infield moves in as it's now second and third. Infield in. Oscar Gamble at the plate. Martin might go to his bench again. Let's take a quick look. Second and third, no outs, infield in. Elliot Maddox, but you got to get that 2 column. Three column has a couple of fly ball Bs with a question mark, so that means you can throw for them. The way I play it. Here comes Elliot Maddox. Maybe we go Otto Velez. You're looking for a fly ball here. A fly ball B. No, fly ball A. Excuse me. Runner advances 1 base. For a fly ball A or a fly ball B, you don't want a fly ball C. Otto Velez had more at bat. Well, only 94 at bats actually. 266 on base 410. Maddox is much better defender. Otto Velez. Otto Velez will pinch hit for Oscar Gamble. Now, that being said, if we go to that, they're going to go to Kern because you see he sucks. He sucks. So do we do that? And then they go to Kern. Same thing. If you bring in Elliot Maddox, they'll go to Kern. You're going to stick lefty. Oscar Gamble for the win. Infield in. Winning run at third. Roy White. LaRoche to Gamble. It's a gamble to go with Gamble. Route 66. It's a 6-6. 6-6. Swing and a miss. Wouldn't have mattered. Would not have mattered. The 6 columns death for a batter on LaRoche's card. Indians 1 out from staying alive here in game 1. Second and third, infield back to normal. Fred Chicken Stanley. Stanley 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and a ribby. LaRoche trying to take it to the top of the 11th. Stanley trying to win it for the Yankees. LaRoche takes a deep breath. White at third. That run means everything for the Yankees. Nettles at second means nothing. The pitch to Fred Chicken Stanley. 2-8. Ground ball to his counterpart at short. Blanks throws to Carty. We're going to the 11th. The Yankees cannot score. More free baseball. LaRoche pitches out of that fine mess. So 9-10. Point of weakness check for LaRoche coming up. Grant Jackson. 9-10. Point of weakness check for Grant Jackson. Sparky Lyle's ready for the Yankees. Top of the 11th, knotted at 5. Game was cruising on along down the highway, and Roy White had to make that 2-run error in left. For the Tribe here in the top of the 11th. Game 1 of best of 3. American League East Region Final. 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Fosse, Spikes, and Kuiper. The pitch to Ray Fosse from Grant Jackson. 4-10. Right-handed batter. 4-10. Ground ball to short. Fred Chicken Stanley's a 3E12. That's a 5. Oh, boy. Stanley charging it, bare hands it, throws low to first, scooped out of the dirt by Chambliss. Fosse is retired 6-3. Again, that was a 5, and he's a range 3. Ground ball C. Yep. Nice play by Fred Chicken Stanley. 1 out. Charlie Spikes steps to the plate. Spikes 0 for 4. Looking to spike one out of the Bronx. Jackson to Spikes. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. 1-8. 1-8. Fly ball to left. Roy White going back towards the line. He juggles it and makes the stumbling catch. Holy cow. 2 down. Billy Martin just glaring at Roy White, calling him a mother. Well, you can't say that on the radio or TV. Those are words you can't say. George Carlin knows that. 2 outs, base is empty. Lefty-lefty matchup, Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper came in defensively when Duffy was pinch hit for by Joe List. Kuiper did single in the ninth, got to second, but no farther. The windup in the pitch from Jackson to Dwayne Kuiper. 5-11. Lefty-lefty, 5-11. Ground ball to first. Chambliss, 3-9. That's a 3. That's going to get by Chambliss for a base hit. Diving attempt by Chambliss. Kuiper is now 2 for 2. So Kuiper, a C stealer, they'll hold him on at first. Chambliss's range goes from a 3 to a 4. 2 outs. He'll only be a +1, 1 through 17. Rick Manning has 2 hits today, along with a sac bunt. The pitch to Manning from Grant Jackson. It's a Route 66. Get your kicks. 6-6. 6-6. Single to center. Single to center. Mickey Rivers is a +3 arm. Kuiper, 1 through 17. That's 1 through 20, as we did with the Yankees. Kuiper goes first to third with 2 outs. No throw, as it's already 1 through 20. That's the way I play it. Larvell Blanks. First and third, 2 outs. Munson goes out to have a word with Jackson. And that's it. Here's Billy Martin. It's going to Sparky Lyle. Even though it's a right-handed batter. Sparky Lyle with 2 outs. First and third. 5-5 ball game. Jackson is done. The 4th Yankee pitcher. The lefty, Sparky Lyle. I do believe, no, maybe it was in 70. Where's the purple pen? Oh, we already used the purple pen. Was it 77 he won the Cy Young? Lyle is good for 2 innings. Jackson went 2 2/3. No runs so far, but he's responsible for the runners on base. Yeah, Joe List does have a card. He was used. I'll show you the card. Hold on very quickly. Once again, he did not come through. Joe List. 51 at-bats. 314 average. Hasn't got a hit in the Bicentennial tournament. I think he's 0 for 3 as a pinch hitter. All right, here we go. It is Sparky Lyle. '11th, 2 outs. Lyle will do batter with Larvell Blanks, first and third. Kuiper at third. Manning at first. Blanks at the plate. Lyle to Blanks, 5-5 ball game. Off the Blanks card, left-handed pitcher. That is a 2-10. 2-10. Lyle jams him. It's a pop out to Fred Chicken Stanley at short. We go to the bottom of the 11th. Still knotted at 5. So Jackson Goes 2 2/3. No runs. Lyle gets his out. He's the pitcher of record. LaRoche is he coming up on his third inning? Yes, he is. He's coming up on his third inning. Point of weakness check. He'll face the top of the Yankee order. Rivers, Randolph, Munson. If anyone gets on, Chambliss. Yankees need one to win. World's Worst Gamer says, yep, Sparky Lyle, Cy Young 77. Then they went out and got Rich Gossage in 78, pissing off Lyle. John DFW says, wow, hell of a game. Yes, if you just joined us, it was the Roy White two-base error in the top of the eighth that allowed 3 unearned runs to score and the Indians to tie it. Here's Mickey Rivers. He's hitless, but he does have 2 sack bunts. LaRoche to Mick the Quick. 2-10 to Mickey Rivers. 2-10. That's a ground ball to Buddy Bell. He'll throw to first. Rivers is retired 5-3. 1 out. Bottom of the 11th. Willie Randolph. 0 for 4 with a walk and a run scored. The windup and the pitch from LaRoche to Willie Randolph. It's a Route 66. Get your kicks. It's a 6-6. 6-6. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch. Applying the tag as the ball hit the dirt. Ray Fosse to complete the strikeout. 2 away. Third strikeout for LaRoche. We're 1 out away from going to the top of the 12th. The Yankee captain, Thurman Munson, looking to win it. Munson has 3 hits and 5 at-bats. 2 doubles, a single, a ribby, and a run scored. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson, from Dave LaRoche. 5-8. 5-8. Ground ball to second. Kuiper is a 2E12. That's an 11. We go to the error check. E12. That's a 7. Uh-oh. And that isn't 6 through 11. He makes the play. Knocks it down. Throws to first. So he's an E12. That's a 7. Second base. 6 through 11. Ground ball A. We're going to the top of the 12th. LaRoche has gone 3. Will he go 4? Or will they turn it over to Kern? Don't like the pink pen. Sparky Lyle got the last out with the go-ahead run at third in the top of the 11th. He starts the 12th. Lyle will face Carty, Hendrick, Bell. The pitch to Rico Carty from the lefty, Sparky Lyle. Route 66. Right-handed batter. You have a 6-6. Grounder to Fred Chicken Stanley at short. He throws to Chambliss. 1 down. George Hendrick homered way back in the 4th. Lyle to Hendrick. 3-7. 3-7. Single 1 through 12. It is a single to center. Hendrick at first. Lyle's a -1 hold. Hendrick's a D stealer. They're not going to hold him on. And he's not stealing. Buddy Bell, 1 out, 1 on. Yankees looking to turn 2 and get to the bottom of the 12th. Buddy Bell has 2 singles, a run scored. He's 2 for 5. Lyle looks in at Munson. Hendricks takes a slight lead at first, even though they're not holding him on. The pitch to Buddy Bell. It's a 55, a 5-5. Right-handed batter. 5-5 is a walk. Go ahead, run to second. 1 out, 2 on. Big Frank Robinson. This is what Ernie Eldorado wanted to see. Frank Robinson is having a game of games. The player manager, he is 3 for 4. He did strike out his last at bat, but prior to that, 2 doubles, 2 runs knocked in, and a single. He's also walked. So Robinson to face Sparky Lyle. 1 out, 2 on. Hendrick at second, Bell at first. Robinson awaits the Lyle offering. The lefty deals to Big Frank Robinson. And that's not going to be bueno. That's a 1-8. 1-8. Chopper to second. The only play is to first. There are 2 down. Second and third, 2 outs. Robinson out as Randolph makes the play at second for the Yankees. Ray Fosse will attempt to give the Indians their first lead of the ball game. Munson goes out to have a word with Sparky, back behind the plate. Munson sets up, down and away. The pitch to his counterpart, Ray Fosse from Sparky Lyle. 4-9. 4-9. That is a walk. The bases are juiced. So Fosse to first, Hendrick at third, Bell at second. No place to put Charlie Spikes. Spikes 0 for 5. They're going to let Spikes hit. Spikes digs in at 0 for 5. That horrible feeling could all go away with a big hit from Charlie Spikes. We have a 5-5 ball game. 2 outs, top of the 12th, game 1. Best of 3 American League East Region Final 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. The pitch to Spikes. Bases juiced. It's a 4-5. 4-5. 1, 2, 3. It's gone. It's a deep fly ball to left. Racing back is Roy White. This could be out of here. White leaps up. He makes the catch. Robbing Charlie Spikes of a grand salami. The Bronx goes insane. What a catch by Roy White. The GOAT, who booted the ball in the top of the 8th, just saved the game for the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 12th, knotted at 5. Sparky Lyle breathes a sigh of relief. Billy Martin is having panic attacks in the dugout. Kern has gone 3. You have 2 lefties and a switch hitter. They're going to stick with, LaRoche has gone 3. So point of weakness check once again. LaRoche did not give up a hit in the 11th. So again, it's going to be a combination of 3 hits or in walks to get him to point of weakness. But with 2 lefties and a switch hitter, they're going to stick with Dave LaRoche. This is the Bicentennial Tournament. You might have to go a little farther than you normally would. Chambliss at the plate. He has 2 hits. A run scored, 2 ribbies. His hits are single and a double. Last at-bat, he struck out against LaRoche. The pitch to Chambliss to start things off in the bottom of the 12th. It's a 6-10. 6-10, ground ball to short. Blanks a 4E16. That's a 6. And that is a single past the dive of Blanks into left field. Right there. 4-6 single. Winning run at first in Chris Chambliss. Not the speediest runner. It's a 1 through 12. You're not going to pinch run for Chambliss. Here's Roy White. He will bunt. They'll play for the bunt, so he's a B bunter. 7. I think that gets the job done on a B bunter. Yep. Ball bunted to first. Runner advances. So a good job by Roy White. Billy Martin still hates his guts. Winning run, Chambliss at second now. As that was a sack. 3-4 on the wheel play. 1 out. Now we should think about Chambliss and a pinch runner. We're going to take a quick look because he's only a 1 through 12. One through 14, Cesar Tovar. He can't play first. Sandy Alomar, 1 through 15. And he can play first. Healy's a catcher. No. Carlos May can play first. 1 through 15, 1 through 12. Alomar can play a lot of different positions. So Sandy Alomar will pinch run for Chambliss at second. The Yankees just need 1 run, and he's 1 through 15. Sandy Alomar for Chambliss. Twelfth. We're just going to keep that here if we have to reference it. He's 1 through 15, though. Okay, here we go. Lefty-lefty matchup. Greg Nettles, runner at second. Alomar 1 through 15. 4-11. 4-11. Strikeout. 2 down. And now Jim Mason, who pinch hit for Piniella, he dropped the bunt down. He stayed in to be the DH. And so this is another lefty-lefty matchup. And he's a freaking automatic out, so he is not going to hit. So Mason's gone. He just came into bunt. Alomar, the winning run at second. Carlos May has got to get that 2 column. I mean, lefty-lefty, you got to get that 4 column there. I think we're going to go with Cesar Tovar. He played for the Twins. Cesar Tovar. Will they go to Kern now? And they're going to go to Kern. So Martin waits for Tovar to be announced. They go to Kern. I mean, the Indians manager waits for Tovar to be announced. They go to Kern as Martin sends up Tovar to pinch hit. Sandy Alomar, the winning run at second. And we're just going to go back to the blue pen. Oh, boy. So Kern's coming in for the Indians. Twelfth. Tovar. Pinch hit. Tovar. For Mason. 12th. So it's Kern. And he's a 0 hold. We'll worry about that if we get to it. Cesar Tovar trying to win it for the Yankees. Righty-righty matchup. Kern has a word with Fosse. He looks in. Winning run at second. The speedy Sandy Alomar. There's 2 outs, so he's a +2. Which would be 1 through 17. The pitch to Tovar. 6-3. Strikes him out. Kern blows it by him. Righty-righty matchup. We go to the 13th. We go to the 13th. Unbelievable. So Tovar will just stay there as a DH. Chambliss is gone. That's going to be sucky. Alomar will bat in Chambliss's place. In front of Nettles. In front of White, excuse me. So he's going to be at first base. 15. Alomar. B, and B. He's a 4E29. Okay. And he bats before Roy White. And then Nettles. Tovar struck out. Gamble will lead off the bottom of the 13th. Sparky Lyle has pitched 1 inning. Really, because he's pitched an inning and a third. Point of weakness check now for Lyle. Top of the 13th. Lyle. And we're just sticking with the blue. Can't deal with the pink anymore. No, we should deal with the pink. Okay. Lyle to face Kuiper, who's 2 for 2 since he's come in the game. Lefty-lefty matchup. Lyle to Kuiper is a 2-10. 2-10, strikeout looking. 1 out. Top of the 13th, we go to the top of the order. Rick Manning. Manning has 3 hits, all singles. Lyle to Rick Manning. 211. 211. Slow ground ball to first. Alomar fields it. Wins the foot race to the bag by a step. Manning is gone. 2 outs. Larvell blanks. Has pretty much shot blanks today. He's hitless. Top of the 13th. Lyle looks in. Munson sets the target. Sparky deals the pitch homeward bound. 2-3. What will it be? 2-3. Ball hit once again to Alomar at first. Once again, he wins the foot race to the bag. 1-2-3. Go the Indians in the 13th. Yankees go to the bottom of the 13th, again, needing only 1 run to win. Kern back up on the mound. Kern will face Gamble, Stanley, Mickey Rivers. Kern to Oscar Gamble. 5-10. It's a 5-10 off the Kern card, left-handed batter. 5-10, fly ball to shallow center. Manning comes in. He makes the catch. Gamble is hitless with a walk. 1 down. 5-10. Yep. Fred Chicken Stanley has 2 hits today. Both singles, scored a run, knocked in a run. The pitch to Stanley. 3-10. 3-10. Single to right. The Chicken Man with his 3rd hit. Winning run at first. They will play behind him. He's an E-stealer. Mickey Rivers steps to the plate. Rivers looking for his first hit. He does have 2 sack bunts. Stanley takes a slight lead from the first base bag. Alomar pretends to come in behind him. Kern deals to Mickey Rivers. Mick the quick. 6-8. Left-handed batter. 6-8. Swing and a miss. Rivers chased down and away. 2 outs. We're 1 out away from the 14th. It's marathon baseball here. Willie Randolph looking for his first hit. Stanley will be off on contact. It'll be a +2, 1 through 14. Kern rocks and deals to Willie Randolph. 5-7. 5-7. Swing and a miss. We go to the 14th. Knotted at 5. Unfreaking believable. Lyle will go another inning. After him, it's going to be Doyle Alexander. They'll try to get through 1 more inning with Sparky Lyle, Carty, Hendrick, Bell. Lyle to Rico Carty, 2-8 to Rico Carty. 2-8, 1 through 15 is a single. It is a single. Up the middle, past the dive of Fred Chicken Stanley. So Rico Carty's at first. I don't care if it's not the right pen color. He's 1 through 8. You're not going to pinch run for Carty at this point. Here's George Hendrick. So Lyle point of weakness check was last inning. He didn't give up a hit or walk. So if he gives up another hit, 2 hits or 2 walks or a combination thereof, he hits point of weakness. Here's George Hendrick against Sparky Lyle. Off the Lyle card, 5-7. 5-7 is a strikeout. And if he had point of weakness, it would have been a single with the dot, but he doesn't. 1 out, 1 on. Buddy Bell, top of the 14th. Bell awaits the Lyle offering. Here's the pitch. Off the Lyle card, 5-6. Pick up some sticks. 5-6. Swing and a miss. Slider of death. 2 down. Carty will be off on contact. Becomes a 1 through 10 base runner. Frank Robinson. This is the man Ernie El Dorado wants to see. The pitch to Big Frank. Right-handed batter, 4-8. 4-8. Single 1 through 13. Single! Cardi stops at second. Frank Robinson with his 4th hit of the game. First and second. Cardi again, 1 through 10. Ray Fosse at the plate. One more hitter walk. Lyle hits point of weakness. Ron Pruitt's a 1 through 12, 1 through 12, 1 through 10, 12. Smith 1 through 14. John Lowenstein will pinch run. He's a 1 through 16, so he'll pinch run for Rico Cardi. So Lowenstein to pinch run for Rico Cardi. We'll worry about the accounting later. So Lowenstein 1 through 16. He'll be 1 through 18 now at second. 2 outs. Lyle to Ray Fosse. 1-7, and he grounds out to... Oh, wait. Lefty. Ground out to short. Inning over. Fred Chicken Stanley makes the play on the hard hit ball off the bat of Ray Fosse. So Rico Cardi's gone. John Lowenstein can actually play first. It's a 4E30 though. Oh my Lord, we go to the bottom of the 14th. Sparky Lyle's done. I think you gotta go to Boog Powell at first. He's a 4E19, which is better than an E30. So Boog Powell will come in and play first. Lowenstein's done. So Lowenstein's done. Powell, ECD. And he's an 8. For E19. Okay. So Lyle's going to be done, but it will be Doyle Alexander if we go to the top of the 15th. Holy crap, it's almost 1 a.m. Game was speeding along. Roy White had to make the 2-base error. All right, here we go. This game could be, well, we're going to finish this freaking game. Here comes Thurman Munson to face Kern. LaRoche went, what did he go? He went 4. 12. No, he went 3. Their bullpen's going to be shot for, both bullpens will be shot for game 2. All right, Kern to Munson. Bottom of the 14th. 410 to Munson. Righty, 410. Fly ball center field to Rick Manning. 13. Manning is a 1E6 with a -1 arm. 13. Manning racing in. Makes the sliding catch, robbing Munson of a single. 1 down. 2 outs away from the 15th. Sandy Alomar came in to pinch run, gets his first at-bat, playing first base. Switch hitter batting lefty against Kern. 4-8. That's a strikeout. Kern mowing him down, 2 outs. For Roy White, can he walk it off? It was White's horrific 2-base error that allowed the game to get tied in the top of the 8th. White digs in the left-hander's batter's box. The windup and the pitch from Kern to Roy White. 3-5. 3-5. He's going to pop out to Boog Powell at first. We go to the 15th. Doyle Alexander coming in for the Yankees. There's Doyle. We'll give you his little Sparky Lyle does his JOB. Both bullpens will be shot going into game 2, so it's very important to win this game 1. Alexander in the 15th. Here comes Doyle Alexander. He can go 4 innings in relief. 4th inning will be point of weakness check. It's pretty much his game to win it or lose it now. Brian Hoxie. I have the song that never ends rolling around in my head right now. Doyle Alexander traded for John Smoltz. Do I remember that correctly? That sounds about right. Morris Johnson, how you doing? He says, let's go to the 25th. He's got the 76 teams up on the computer. All right, here we go. 15th inning. Doyle Alexander. And he is a +1 on the hold. We're not going to write it in. 3-0. 13-9, 25 starts, 3.36 ERA. He's the long man. This is his game to win or lose. Charlie Spikes, righty-righty matchup. 4-6 to Spikes. 4-6. That's a ground out to Fred Chicken Stanley. Nice play by Stanley. 1 out, top of the 15th. Dwayne Kuiper's up. The pitch to Kuiper, left-handed batter. 1-8. 1-8. Chopper back to Alexander. He'll throw to Alomar, 2 away. Top of the order, Rick Manning. 2 outs, base is empty. Alexander and the Yankees looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The pitch to Rick Manning. It's a 2-4. 2-4. Grounder to Randolph. Randolph flips to Alomar. 1-2-3, go the Indians. We go to the bottom of the 15th. Jim Kern. Point of weakness check for Kern this inning. Kern will face Nettles, Piniella, Gamble. Nettles looking to walk it off here. 110. 110. He's going to fly out to deep left, but not deep enough. Hendrick makes the catch in front of the warning track. 1 down as I hit the camera with my head. Who the hell's the DH now? It's Cesar Tovar. He'll swing the stick. Kern to Tovar, righty-righty matchup. 6-7, 6-7, ground ball, second base, Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper's a 2E12. 6. Kuiper makes the play as he throws to Powell, 2 away. 1 out from the 16th. Good God Almighty. Oscar Gamble against Kern. 3-9. Grounds out to Kuiper. We go to the 16th. We go to the 16th. Doyle Alexander. To Larvell Blanks. 2-3. 2-3. Pops out to the catcher Munson. 1 down. Boog Powell. First at bat of the game. Alexander to Boog Powell. 3-10. He's going to ground out to Nettles. We're not playing injuries. Nettles throws across the diamond to Alomar. 2 away. George Hendrick. Alexander has a sign for Munson. 3-5. 3-5. Fly ball to right. Gamble corrals it. The Indians go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 16th. Kern. Point of weakness check once again. Fred Chicken Stanley. Kern to Stanley. 2-9. That's a strikeout. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. Mark Ferguson, how you doing? Nope, it's a game that will not end. Mickey Rivers, 1-9. Chops it to second. Kuiper throws. They nip Rivers at first. 2 outs. Oh, my Lord. Willie Randolph. 3-11. Single to right. Thank God. Randolph's a double-A Steeler. 0 hold. 0 arm. 1 through 17. Randolph is going. He's safe. Possible throwing error. Fosse 1 through 5. No error. But Randolph steals second. 1 through 11 to steal third. He's not going to do that. Munson comes to the plate. Will they walk Munson to get the... They're going to walk Munson. First and second, 2 outs. They'll pitch to Alomar, who pinch ran for Chambliss. Alomar bat lefty. 3-7. He grounds out to second. We go to the 17th. Holy cow. Kern still needs a combination of 2 hits and a walk for point of weakness. So 1-1 or 2-2. It's his game to win or lose. Doyle Alexander, top of the 17th, 5-5 ball game. Will face Bell, Robinson, Fossey, Alexander to Buddy Bell. Oh my God, 5-3. Ground ball to Alexander. He is a 3 E0. 6. Is this going to go up the middle for a hit? No. He's an E0, so he makes the play. Does he not? Yeah. A ball hit to him is a double play ball. 2 through 12 ground ball ace. So he knocks it down, throws to first. Bell is retired because he's the E0. 1-3. Big Frank Robinson. 3-4. That's a walk. Big Frank walks. Wait a second. No, it is Buddy Bell. Yeah. Robinson walks. There we go. Okay. 1 through 9. We're not going to pinch run yet. Here's Ray Fossey. 4-9. 4-9. Single 1 through 4. Nope. That is a line out to Nettles at third. 2 away. Great reaction play by Nettles. 2 outs. Robinson will be off on contact, so he will be a 1 through 11 runner. Charlie spikes. 1-5. Double 2 stars, 1 through 7. It's a double. Robinson is held at third. Charlie spikes, nearly puts the Indians ahead. Second and third. When the hell did Alexander came in the 15th, so no point of weakness check yet. Dwayne Kuiper. 4-10. 4-10. He flies out to Roy White in left. The Indians leave him on second and third. 4-10. Just missed that single. Bottom of the 17th. Kern. Well, if they get through this inning, it'll be Busky. Holy cow. Roy White from Kern, 1-8. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Could be a walk-off. It is gone! Roy White. Thank you, Lord Jesus. 1-8. It is a walk-off homer. Against a right-handed pitcher. 1-8, 1 through 10, 3, as I block it. 3. Roy White goes from GOAT to hero when he robs a grand slam and then hits the walk-off homer. The Yankees win in the bottom of the 17th, 6-5. Roy White with a walk-off homer. And Morris Johnson, I want you. I hit the thing again. Again, I want to show you. 1-8. 1 through 10. Homer. God is a Yankee fan. The Yankees walk it off in the bottom of the 17th in an epic game. Wow. Thank you. The Yankees win 6-5. Yankees 1-0. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right. I have to make coffee and take a shower and get ready to go to work. As Mark Ferguson says, almost 2 games in one. Thank you, everyone who stayed with us and watched and will watch later. It was a really fun game. Kern gets the loss. Doyle Alexander gets the win. Yankees win 6-5 on the walk-off homer by Roy White, who had the two-base error in the 8th that allowed the Indians to tie the game. Both teams had opportunities to win it, but it was Roy White who finally homers. GOAT to hero with the catch to save the grand slam, and then homer to win the game. Wow. Astro Reefer, the game is done. So if you enjoyed the game, smack that like button. God bless. I love you all. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in our community. Sub, like, share them as well as me. Thank you once again. Greatly appreciate your time now or later. So thank you. Walk off homer by Roy White. Unbelievable. What a roller coaster ride of a game. What a roller coaster ride for Roy White. Yankees 6, the Indians 5, thanks to the walk-off winning homer in the bottom of the 17th, left fielder Roy White. God bless. Love you all. You know what's coming, folks. Peace.